Now let's go to the photoelectric effect. So photoelectric effect means that when light strikes the surface of certain materials or certain metals, electrons are ejected. So the electrons that are ejected are what we call photoelectrons. Okay? So occurs only when frequency of incident light exceeds a particular threshold, V sub 0. Okay? Medyo mahaba to, pero let's visualize it through this image. So, isipin nyo na metal surface ito, and metal surfaces have atoms in them. So, these atoms have the nucleus and the electrons surrounding them. So, for example, mag-shine tayo ng light sa material na yan. So, again, light is an electromagnetic radiation. However, yung frequency ng light, for example, sobrang baba. Sobrang baba ng frequency to the point na wala pang electrons na nai-emit. So, ano na ibig sabihin nito? So, ibig sabihin, yung frequency ng light, sa case na ang F-light, or let's say yung F ng electromagnetic radiation, less than pa siya doon sa frequency threshold, makikita ninyo na wala pang na-eject na photoelectrons. Pero once the frequency of electromagnetic wave, as this frequency exceeds the threshold frequency, or the frequency required to eject the photoelectrons, as you can see, meron na na-eject. So, anong tawag doon? Doon sa energy required. The energy required to eject these photoelectrons. So, ang tawag doon ay work function. Okay? So, imagine nyo na lang itong graph na ito. Sabi natin kanina, for example, yung visible light, sobrang baba ng frequency. Let's say, nandito yung frequency ng light. Dahil nandito pa yung frequency ng light, ibig sabihin, hindi pa nag-i-increase yung KE. Pansin nyo ba? Hindi pa nag-i-increase yung KE kasi hindi pa yun na-exceed yung threshold frequency, which is 10 Hz. For example, 10 Hz yung kailangan na yung threshold frequency sa material. Once na na-reach na ng electromagnetic radiation, yung threshold frequency, dun pa lang mag-emit ng electrons. So, yung work function, ito yung work function. Yan. From this point, tumaas na yung kinetic energy. Ibig sabihin, meron na may eject na photoelectrons. Yan. Meron na may eject na photoelectrons. So, punta tayo naman dito sa bullet nito. It doesn't matter how intense the light was, but what matters was its color frequency of the light. So, ibig sabihin, yung pagsimula ng ejection ng photoelectrons only depends on the frequency, not on the intensity of light. So, kahit gaano kataas, gaano ka-intense yung light, as long as hindi pa na-reach yung threshold frequency, wala pang electrons na may emit or may eject, I mean. For example, from red light, gawin nating violet light. So, anong sabi natin kanina? From red light, yung red light, mahaba yung wavelength nan, di ba? So, yung violet light, mas shorter yung wavelength na compared sa red light. So, ibig sabihin, tumaas yung frequency ng light. Dahil tinaas natin yung frequency ng violet light, or what I mean is, tinaas natin yung frequency ng light from red light to violet light, posibleng merong ma-eject na photoelectrons as long as na-exceed ng frequency ng electromagnetic wave yung frequency ng yung threshold frequency. So when this condition is met na, so possible na meron na electrons na na-eject. So the number of electrons emitted depends only on the intensity of the incident. After reaching the threshold frequency at meron na na-eject na electrons, mas na-increase natin yung intensity ng incident light, mas madaming photoelectrons na yung may eject. Okay? So, hindi lang itong tatlo, pwedeng 4, pwedeng 5 na, or 6. Pero, yung kinetic energy ng mga emitted electrons depends only the frequency. Like, kahit i-increase natin itong intensity ng incident light, magiging same pa rin yung kinetic energy ng each photoelectron as long as same pa rin yung frequency. Pero if we increase the frequency of this electromagnetic radiation, itong kinetic energy ng mga emitted photoelectrons tataas din. So, everything that we've discussed is explained in this equation called the photoelectric equation. So, Kmax is the maximum kinetic energy of ejected electrons, which is equal to the Planck's constant multiplied to the F minus the work function. Bakit nga may minus work function? Kasi kailangan, para ma-eject yung electrons, kailangan muna na-exceed. Kailangan yung frequency ng electromagnetic wave, dapat na-exceed niya muna yung threshold frequency. After na nun, na ma-exceed yung threshold frequency, for example, in this case, 10 yung 10 times 10 raised to 40 hertz yung threshold frequency. Once na na-exceed na yan, nung incident light or incident electromagnetic radiation, may eject yung electron. So, Einstein proposed that electromagnetic radiation has particle-like qualities, and those particles are called photons. So, even the faintest photon, as long as it reaches the frequency, an electron can be ejected. Nasabi na natin to kanina. Conversely, no matter how many photons strike the surface, or gaano ka-intense yung light, kahit damihan natin yung intensity ng light, an electron will not be ejected if it does not reach that certain frequency or the threshold frequency. Ngayon, those energies are what we call photons. Balikan natin, diniscuss natin kanina about sa quantized energy. Sabi natin kanina, di ba, that energy of oscillating atoms are quantized. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng continuous. May certain values lang na na-accept. This is visualized in the concept of photons. So, and each photon carry energy. At ito yung tinutukoy natin na quantized energy. Meron ng specific energies na na-accept and it is stored here sa mga tinatawag natin na photons.